An orc follows to the death.
There we go. That's better. Hello, everybody. I forgot to actually plug my headphones in. But welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition. Like I said last time, we're gonna knock off 2, if not 3 Daedric quests in this part. It depends. I know this first quest is rather quick, and I don't think we'll even have to leave Dragon's Reach to start and finish it. The next one, I did do a little bit of prep work before the video started to make it go a little bit faster, so I don't know how long that one will take. But the third one will take a while. So
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Okay. I've heard there's trouble with your children.
Yes, my youngest son. He's a dark child. I don't know what to do with him. He was always a quiet lad, but lately, something has changed. He's become brooding, violent. He won't say a word to me, but I don't know how I upset him. If you could speak to him, draw out the truth, I would be immensely grateful.
Please keep your weapons sheathed in the Jarl's presence.
Find out what's wrong with Nelker, which is a little fuckface who, well,
Sir, that you can't cook good sweet rolls.
I say a little fuckface. All of his kids are really little fuckfaces. I don't know where this particular one is, though. They tend to wander around here a bit, but, this quest here, it is fairly fast. Like I said, it's a fairly quick quest to get the reward and actually get quest complete. But if you want the maximum reward from it, it does take a little bit of work, and for you to be an absolute asshole or tricky, depending on how you want to go about it. But either way, this is probably him up here. Yep.
The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want talking to me.
Your father said to speak to you.
So, the disgusting pig sent you to bother me. One day, I'll tear his face apart so he can leave me alone. My father doesn't know anything about me. But I know about him, and about the war. More than he might think.
What sorts of things?
I know that he still worships Talos. That he hates the Thalmor almost as much as the Stormcloaks do. That he worries about being chased from Whiterun. That I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister.
How do you know these things?
The castle is old. Lots of places nobody's been in a long while. Places where you can overhear things, see things. And the Whispering Lady.
Who's the Whispering Lady?
She won't tell me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I hear her talking to me. I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door.
Where is this door?
In the basement. Trust me, you'll see it. I bet she'll talk to you too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this quest, as you can probably tell from his dialogue there, it's not good for his kids. But yeah, this quest, apparently there's a bunch of unused assets in the game, including at no point does Balgruuf die in this game, right? If you join the Stormcloaks, I do believe that he gets banished or something, but he doesn't die. But there is an NPC that's meant to replace him if he does. There is a completely separate person if he does, but it's not actually used in the game.
At last. I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency.
Is there... What could the boy not do?
The boy is good at sussing out secrets. But the corruptibility of children is ultimately too limited for my purposes. You, though, I expect will prove far more malleable.
I'm not so easily molded.
You may think so, but in the end, you mortals will always flit like fire with the winds of your desires and conveniences. And those winds issue from my whispers.
What do you want me to do?
First, you must open this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it, and even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself.
How do I open the door?
The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Let him guide your path.
Okay, so yeah. So this is Mafala. Daedric Prince of Betrayal, I do believe. It's really weird that the kid doesn't get a quest marker. You're not the right one, are you? No.
Father
Your
says
hair was
I'm
long
too young
enough.
to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's not a very long quest. We're almost done it already. Fuck. I've lost the kid. Also, is there like extra motion blur or something? Like, or is that just me? Like something feels off about this, and I don't know what it is. About like when I move left to right, something about it just seems off. Okay, there's the girl.
I used to be an adventurer
Oh, there he
like
is.
you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
You know the Whispering Lady, don't you? I can tell.
Do you know how to open the whispering door?
I told you, I know everything about the castle. For some reason, that door is special. Only 2 people can open it. Balgroof and Farengar, the court wizard. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you.
So yeah,
Until
he's
next
just
time.
basically telling you to kill Farengar.
Make a
What
move
is it
for
that you need?
Balgraf.
And apparently we can't just
Now,
ask
if you don't
Balgroof
mind,
for it. I'm assuming we can pickpocket him. And I don't think you can ask for the
Divine
key.
smile on you, friend.
Yeah, no. We
You know,
can't.
if you've
Alright.
got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winter.
Ooh. Oh, also, do I just not have the quest active? I don't. That's probably why he wasn't being marked. Okay. Because when I completed the quest to talk to him, or talk to the Jarl, it didn't switch the thing. Anyway, the Whispering Door key, 57%. Pretty decent chance. So yeah, obviously you can kill him to get it. You can't kill the Jarl, but, I mean, go figure. And apparently, oh yeah.
I serve Jarl Balgraf as steward.
But yeah, this is the final step, by the way, is to go and open the door, and then we're done. Like, boop. Now, if you try and open this door through a console command, like unlock it, there's apparently like one of these cupboards, wardrobes in front of it that you can't get past anyway. To anyone reading this, beware this blade. It is hoped that the only people having access to this room should be the Jarl of Whiterun and his trusted wizard. If anyone else is reading this, please understand the magnitude of your folly, turn around, and never even speak of this room or this blade to anyone. It has corrupted and perverted the desires of great men and women, yet its power is without equal. To kill while your victim smiles at you, only a Daedra most foul could have concocted such a malevolent and twisted weapon. But it appears that all who wield it end up with the crazed eyes of those wild men who roam the hills, chattering with rabbits. It is not to be trifled with. Not even the hottest fires of the Skyforge could melt it. Indeed, the coals themselves seem to cool when it was placed within. We cannot destroy it, and we would not have it fall into the hands of our enemies, so we keep it hidden, dark and deep within Dragon's Reach, never to be used. Woe be to anyone who choose to take it. Well, it's not really that dark and hidden. I mean,
Excellent work. trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the Ebony Blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably steeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
So yeah, that's completed. Our reward is the Ebony Blade, not the Ebony Sword, Ebony Blade. Absorbs the life essence of your foes, strengthened by the blood of deceit. So what that means is, now I don't remember if the damage itself goes up, or if the life absorb goes up, the life drain goes up. But either way, if you kill anyone who considers you a friend, so has a positive relationship with you, basically anyone you've done a quest for, it will make this sword stronger. There is a limit. I don't remember how many you need to kill, but there is a limit to how strong it can get, and it can get fairly strong. Now, the issue with that is obviously is that you have to kill people. It can't be like random, like you can't just like cast a rally spell on someone and then kill them. It has to be somebody who actually considers you a friend in the game code. So, something you can do though, because of the way the game works, if you wish to use a little bit of an exploit, is if you go to the Ritual Stone, or you get the Master level Conjuration spell Dead Thrall, and you get a follower, like any follower, like we could use Borgok, not that we would, but we could, and take her somewhere where there's no one around. You could kill her, use Dead Thrall, and then kill her again, and that counts. Now, the reason I said Dead Thrall is because if you use Reanimate Corpse or anything, and then kill them, they turn into a dust pile, whereas if you use Dead Thrall, they just drop back as body, and you can resurrect them infinitely. Therefore, you could kill the same person over and over, and fully upgrade the blade. Now, obviously, we're not going to do that, because we're not monsters, but, as I was saying before, that quest used to have a much, much longer and darker storyline to it, involving all of the Jarl's kids, including one of them killing a horse, and then all of them killing their father. So, yeah. That quest used to be absolutely horrendous. Where are we going? Here, next one I want to do is the Periite Shrine, which... somewhere around here. You know what, let's go here. And see if I can see the shrine on the map. It's a cave. Nope. Oh, there it is. It showed up this time. Well, let's just go to Dragon Tooth Crater. It looks like I should be able to get there from here. And looks like the dragon hasn't spawned, although I think that we were here not that long ago to do something else, so probably killed the dragon then. But yeah, that quest significantly darker at one point. Now this next Daedric Prince is Periite, as you can guess, since that's the shrine we're going to. And this one is like the Daedric Prince of like disease or some shit, I think. Oh. Okay, bear, fuck off. Not even gonna harvest your bear claws for alchemy ingredients. But yeah, so this one here is actually the little bit of prep work that I did beforehand, because this quest here does require you to bring a bunch of random crap to the shrine to advance the quest, so I made sure that I had all this stuff on me beforehand. The only thing I actually had to get was, or that I actually had to like go and find, was a silver ingot. I say go and find, I just went and bought one, but The rest of the crap I just had on hand in my house. And in my vault, actually, because I needed a flawless ruby. Also, there's a bird's nest in that tree. Anyway, hello, Kesh the Clean. Tell me about Periite.
He is the pus in the wound. Oh, proper ones curl their noses, but it's pus that drinks foul humors and restores the blood. I worship Periite, yes, because sometimes the world can only be cleansed by disease.
May I commune with Periite?
Not everyone has the stomach required to entreat my lord. But Kesh likes you, friend. There is a way Periite may speak to us who will take him in. If you wish to commune with him, we'll need the incense.
Tell me about this incense.
Yes, the incense. Fetch for me a deathbell flower, 1 silver ingot, a flawless ruby, and some vampire dust. Then I will show you how.
Okay. And I actually already have that. Let's see. Now that says steel, so odds are that would say steel too. Yeah, and I've already got all those, so we can just talk to them again.
Need something?
I have the items you requested.
Ah, have you? Let Kesh have them. Yes, this will create a fine fuel.
Now, apparently, if you have all 4 ingredients already, you don't even need to talk to them. You can just come here and plop them in here yourself. Like, apparently, you can just activate that, and it'll just automatically know to take the items out and do it.
Inhale deeply.
Okay.
Breathe deep, mortal. I would have you hear me well. So let these vapors fill your lungs.
What do you want with me?
I have watched you for some time, you know. The decisions you've made intrigue me. And I wonder if you are the proper agent for a task of mine.
What task?
I sent a blessing to Mundus, a wasting plague that infected a scattering of Breton villages. One of my monks, the elf Orchendor, was sent to gather these afflicted. He shepherded them into Bathardons for me, but has since lost his way. I will not stand for betrayal. I want you to go to Bathardons and kill Orchendor in my name.
Has this skeever been here this entire time? Why does Orchendor deserve to die?
An impertinent question. The elf must die. Either carry out my will or do not. You are not the only mortal agent I could choose.
What would I gain from this?
The pettiness of mortals. I had almost forgotten. I can grant you a powerful token for this task. An escutcheon of Dwemer make, capable of shielding you from both the spell and sword. Return when the elf lies dead, and it will be yours.
Alright.
So you have, mortal. Go now. Kill Orchendor.
Alright.
Blood's calm. I prefer
And we're
boiling.
good.
something?
Okay. Nope, just checking to see if it'd still be stealing. Take that. Okay, well, let's just go default crossing. That's closer, I think.
My blood's
Not on the
calm.
mountain, so.
I prefer it boiling.
I think that quest marker isn't even leading me to the main door. I think that's leading me to probably an elevator exit that most Dwarven Runes has. Yes? Yeah, I would say so. This is another one of the Daedric quests that, unless I'm going for all the Daedric artifacts, I generally don't bother doing. It's not hard or anything. It's just kind of really out of the way. Like, I think the reason we got the quest is because we were attacked by afflicted on the road. Ow. Yeah, these guys. I think we were attacked by them on the road at some point, and that's how we ended up with the quest, but honestly, that very rarely happens to me, so most of the time I don't even end up with the quest in my log, so unless I actually come there, because you don't need to be attacked by them to get the quest. If you go to the shrine, you can just talk to Kesh, and he'll start the quest, or like I said, if you already have all the ingredients, I think I read somewhere that you can just roll up, dump and just activate the pot yourself, and it'll automatically put them in, make the thing, and you'll just immediately talk with Perrier. But I've never done it that way, so I don't know. I probably could have checked before I had given them to Kesh, but whatever.
Is someone there?
Yes, there is. Oh wow, that one's. Oh, that counted as hitting. All right, sure. Oh, they got some traps here too. I wonder if they can activate those. The reason I'm searching the afflicted is because they actually, maybe not the ones out here though, but I remember the afflicted having quite a bit of money on them. Not that we really need money, but it's just, okay, this might be the exit there. That might be, well, maybe that's where we come out. This just looks busted with nothing to get. Alright. But yeah, I remember these guys having quite a bit of money on them, but it might be the ones that are inside. Okay. Now I'm assuming this will activate that, so I'd rather not do it while Borgat's there. Although, I mean, that seems like it would activate that, while this seems like it would open the door, but maybe it's a trick. Nope, it's not. So I guess you can run down here and activate that to kill the afflicted that are on the stairs, but that seems like a lot of effort to run past them to kill them instead of just killing them, but whatever. To each their own. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of these big pots lying around. Ooh, a flawless diamond. Well, that was a nifty little chest there, wasn't it? God, that was a lot of... There's actually some good shit in there. Valuable shit, I should say. Good is relative. But yeah, this, I think... I can't remember how big this place is. I think it has 4 or 5 loading screens to it, but I don't think that it's realistically all that big. Another flawless diamond. Damn. But yeah, I don't think that it's realistically all that big. I think it just has a lot of areas to it. Actually recording this on the Tuesday before it comes out, surprisingly enough. I normally don't. Normally the only thing I record during the week is Dark Souls. I record that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then usually on Saturday I record all 3 of my Skyrims and, well, my ukulele. But this Saturday is Christmas. And I realized that for you it was last Saturday. But for me, it's the Saturday coming up, and I figured that if I can get my videos recorded before, then I wouldn't be, or then I wouldn't have to record on Christmas Day. I may have honestly recorded last Christmas too. Like I may have just done did Christmas stuff in the morning and then just went and recorded videos after. I don't do a whole lot for Christmas overall. Like it's like the morning. Yeah, hey mom, how's it going? Exchange gifts. Yeah, look, you love what you got me. You love what I got you too. Great. And then nothing. So it's like, that's it. I mean, we don't generally have a big family gathering anyway. Every once in a while we'll go to my aunt's house for it, but usually go to her house for Thanksgiving. And sometimes they'll come to our house for supper, but either way, that's for supper, and for the most part, I'm usually done recording my videos fairly early. Well, I say fairly early, before supper, if I don't have to work. On days like today, where obviously I had to work, it's a weekday, I finish my videos if I have a shower first, I usually finish my videos at supper time. Whereas today I didn't work, so I'll finish this with an hour or two before, hour and a half, I guess, before supper time. I think I went backwards. I did. So I mean, even on the few times that, well, I honestly don't know if we've had a. Well, I mean, I also say that, but obviously that would also require Christmas to land on a Saturday, which is not a guarantee, obviously. But I want to say that there was a Christmas where I recorded videos, but I don't know why I would. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. If I could equip that on you, I would. As you can tell by the chef's clothes in my inventory, I still haven't found a cook for my villa. Although I did get a maid, and I think I know who I want as the cook. Well, there's actually two people I want as the cook. Well, there's one that I would like to get as the cook, but I don't think it's possible. And then there's the other one I'm probably going to get as the cook because it's doable. The one I would like as the cook is the chef that you help out during the Dark Brotherhood questline when you're assassinating the Emperor and you're supposed to be cooking the meal and then putting, I think, the yarring root in it, and you're telling them the ingredients to put in and whatnot.
Someone there? Over here.
But the one I'll probably get is the same. The reason I got a maid is because I realized, oh, you know what? The homeless people, if you give them a gold. Wow, these guys are fucking poor as shit. I could have sworn these guys had money. But as soon as you give them a gold, it counts as doing a quest for them. And it will raise them to a friend status so that I can recruit them. So I went and got the one of the homeless ladies from Riften to be my maid. But there's another homeless lady that takes part in the one quest line in Windhelm. Now, you might be wondering, well, if she just takes part in it, that should be fine to go and recruit her, right? Well, you would be right, except for the fact that she takes place at the beginning of it, and it's the murder mystery quest. Oh, I did that. And she's literally at the first crime scene, and if you go there, it activates the quest. And like I said before, if you don't do the quest when you first get it, more people can die. You're guaranteed, I think, to lose 2 people during the course of the quest. I think. And then the longer it takes you to do the quest, including, I do believe, if you don't do the quest At some point, you get sent there for a Dark Brotherhood quest. And I want to say that there's like an optional target to kill in Windhelm or something. I don't think that it's a main target because they wouldn't be that dumb. But I think that when you do one of the quests in the Dark Brotherhood, you get an optional target, and it's somebody in Windhelm. And if you don't do that quest fast enough, they'll actually end up being killed anyway. Or being killed before you even do the quest, or before you even get the quest, theoretically. What killed you? The Nordic maces look kind of dumb, in my opinion. I don't know why. I get that it's supposed to look like a head or something, but I don't know. Just avoid the very obvious trap on the floor. Lockpick in case. Oh, I was gonna say a lockpick in case you need to get through there, but okay. Well, I think that might be the way to go. So we'll check out this side passage first. And are rewarded with a chest and a bunch of enemies to fight. Alright. Ice doesn't do anything to them. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Absorbing oil. No. But yeah, there's not very many things like that in this game where it's like one quest will interfere with another, although the Dark Brotherhood seems to be like the common denominator between like what quests will get, or like what quests getting fucked up by other ones. Like either the Dark Brotherhood quest fucks up the other one, or you can fuck up a Dark Brotherhood quest by doing a different one. It's like the Blood on the Ice can fuck up a Dark Brotherhood quest, the Dark Brotherhood quest can cancel out. I mean, there was that one with the homeless guy in Iverstead, I think, and he has a quest, and he's one of the Dark Brotherhood targets. I think he's one of the miscellaneous ones that you don't technically have to kill, or you don't have to kill all of them anyway. But like, then if you
An oak follows to the death.
do the one Dark Brotherhood quest, it will also prevent you, if you haven't done it yet, it'll prevent you from becoming Thane of Falkreath, I think it is. Because one of the targets is the Jarl's house Carl. So as you can imagine, if you kill him, even if you do it so nobody knows it was you, it will still count as it being bad. Now, you may not have noticed that they are vomiting on me. But I'm not getting anything here, and that's because I have resist disease. Because my beast blood increases disease resistance by 100%. So if I didn't have that, I do believe that them vomiting on me would do something. But werewolves. Orchendor has gone down to the aerodrome. He believes some of the old Dwemer machines down there will help him commune with our blighted lord. So he's even further in. Like I said, it's a big place. There's a lot of areas. I don't think that it's... I don't know. It's actually already pretty long, but most of that has just been like me searching the rooms, really. Although there's not really a whole lot in here either. Like, I get that these people are afflicted and they don't really, probably didn't bring a whole lot down here or anything, but like, it like was like not even like any of the miscellaneous dwarven crap. Ooh, 1 gold, now I get to fight a spider and get zapped. Not even anything from them. Fuck. Yeah, for... Ow! Where the fuck did you little bricks come from? Oops, I didn't want that. Hang on. No, is that... Oh, well, I guess that one was only a 2-weight, but... Alright. I started a new anime. Actually almost done. I think I only got 2 episodes left. Oh, Fruit of Evolution. I think that there's more to the name, but Fruit of Evolution is the extent that you need to know to find it. It's really good. I really like it. Because I've only got 2 episodes left. It does a lot of stuff that I like. It is another one of those harem animes. But at the same time, it manages to like not fall into like the same things as most of them, where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. All these girls love me, and I don't know which one to love. It's like, nah, dude's just like, got this. Marry you, marry you. You're a donkey girl, so I guess you're just, gonna be here. If you watch the show, it makes sense. The donkey girl, it's not like she's a donkey girl. She used to be a donkey and transformed into a human, just like the first wife that he gets used to be a giant pink gorilla. But because they eat the fruit of evolution, including him, he gets introduced at the beginning of the show as a fat, smelly loser in high school, and then him and his entire school get teleported to an alternate world, and while the rest of his class gets teleported to the emperor who summoned them, he gets teleported into the middle of a very high level dungeon. And by very high level, I mean the first enemies that he comes across, I think, are level 175. And yeah, but anyway, he finds some fruits of evolution, the fruit of evolution. And actually, that isn't even where we came from. That's a completely different area, because this is where we came from, right? Yeah. And because he eats them, he begins to evolve, and as he evolves, he turns, instead of a fat, smelly loser, he becomes like the ultimate human, And while at the beginning his charm was immeasurable because it was so low, after he's fully evolved, his charm is immeasurable because it's so high that it just can't be calculated.
I prefer it.
Which honestly, for his charm, and they actually do show his stats. Like, they show physical stats or numerical stats, I guess, not physical stats. So you actually get to see his stats at the end of every episode, all the skills and that he learns, which by episode 2 is way more than you could possibly read without pausing the video. To be fair, I guess by the end of episode 1, it's kind of too big. Or he already has a lot of skills, because since he was such a fat, smelly loser, his words, or at least the show's words, maybe I'm paraphrasing a little, but either way, he does kill his first monster kill is due to his BO, so I am going to stick with it. The god that summoned them gave him an extra ability called complete harvesting or something, so whenever he kills something, he gets every possible item that it can drop, including its memories and all of its skills and that, which leads him to end up with a bunch of different skills that ends up with him basically becoming insane. And because he was eating the fruits of evolution, for some reason he doesn't level up right away. He just evolves every time he kills something. And he gets to evolve he gets to evolve 10 times, I do believe, before he finally starts leveling up. But every time he evolves, his stats all go up by 1,000. So even though his stats were all at 1 before he got there, before he even gets to level 2, all of his stats are at 10,000. Well, 10,001 probably, but yeah, it's insane. And then, like I said, he meets the big pink gorilla. Stuff happens. And the gorilla, who had also eaten the fruits of evolution, reaches her final stage and becomes a human. And then becomes a humanish. Turns out, you don't find this out for a few episodes after, but she can. Not that it makes that big a difference. It's not really a spoiler, but she can actually transform back and forth between her gorilla form. But yeah, then other stuff happens, and he meets more girls who all fall in love with him. Accidentally proposes to one. finds out that he'll either get, well, I'm not going to ruin that in case you actually do decide to watch it, because that's actually really funny. So, and you can see the accidental proposal coming from like a billion miles away, so I'm not going to include that as a spoiler, because if you don't see that coming, or at least some variation on that coming, you clearly haven't watched enough animes. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's really fun. I'm interested to see how it ends. How this season ends. I'm pretty sure I know how the show as a whole will end, just because they're setting it up very, very much. To show you, it's like, well, here's all the people that he's going to end up having to kill at some point, because they're all massive douchebags. If you're wondering why I'm not going down there, it's because I don't know if I can get back up there. But yeah, I would highly, highly recommend it. It's a really good show, right? It also made me want to rewatch one that I talked about a while ago, but I can't remember the name of it now, so I'm going to have to do a search for it. Or so I'm going to have to search around for it again. It made me want to rewatch the one with the guy who gets summoned to another world as a hero, but like the goddess that summons him is a real bitch, and are those not going to stop? Okay. And because she thinks he's ugly, she like just ditches him out in the middle of nowhere, but there's like the Japanese god who gives him like a fuck ton of power or something, because he knows that she's going to do this to him. So he like, well, just like the other one, he's level 1 or something, but like the strongest thing in the world. I do believe that in that one, when he first tries to meet humans, he doesn't realize that all of his power is like leaking through him. So when he approaches the town, the amount of like the aura that he has is the equivalent to like 10 demon lords coming at them or something. So until he actually learns to, or actually I don't even know if he learns to condense it. I think they just make a bunch of magic equipment that's supposed to drain so much magic that it will kill the person, but he wears them all just fine because he has that much to spare. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny, especially in episode 10, with the spell he creates during episode 10. I think it was clever and it was hilarious. Let's just say that. It was one of the most clever, well, maybe not the most clever. I don't even know if clever is the right word. But for a joke, it was great. Wow, so I've got multiple. Oh, hello.
You can't win this.
But yeah, it was very clever and very funny, in my opinion.
Is that it? That's your best.
Well, I thought I'd hit Borgak there, but no, this bitch had 2 ice spikes through her, so both of the ones I cast at her definitely hit her. I don't know where Borgak took all this damage from. Although she has been fighting, and obviously her health doesn't regenerate quite as fast as mine. I don't think I put too much for health. I don't remember if I put health regen on her armor. Oh, that reminds me, there's something I wanted to check. Fuck. I may have accidentally sold my Ring of Fashion Designer. And by may have, I mean definitely did. I was really hoping, and I don't know how to get it back. Wait, why do you have it? Oh, she must have hit her with an ice spike. Fine, have your warding spell up. It's not going to stop my axe. You know, my axe already one-shot stuff, just with like the blacksmith upgrades. Could you imagine if I actually went and put the enchantments on it, so that to like absorb health and like extra shock damage or fire damage or something? Although, I think I already said that the enchantment I want to put on it is the chaos damage one, where you can do fire, ice, and lightning damage. Fuck it. Ah!
Hey.
Well then. So that's what that one does. I feel like these traps are here for them to use on me, and they just don't. Because, I mean, they're always standing near the activators. Like, that's where they come from. And yet, I am the one who gets to activate them. Guess maybe for a stealth character coming through here. But, you know, quests like this, in all honesty, because it's like, these people are all afflicted. They're all sick. You're working for a Daedric prince whose purpose is to do this to people, basically. But there's like no morality system in this game, so like I'm going through here, I'm just killing these people. They're crazed. I mean, they're out of their mind with an illness. It's like basically a bunch of people with syphilis that I'm annihilating here. But I mean, like nobody cares. The game doesn't care. I mean, I don't care. Because, I mean, there's nothing I can do for them. Like if there's like a morality system in here, then maybe you could do it. So, like,
You have a grim look.
You know, you find a way to save them or something, right? But, nah. Because where's the fun in that, I guess? Although, for a game as big as Skyrim, I can understand not doing it. Because, like, for a game this big and the amount of quests that are in here, I mean, because in a lot of the time when you have, like, when you throw the morality system in there, like, I'm going to go with Fable 3 because that's the only Fable that I ever beat. And I've beat it more than once, which apparently a lot of people think is weird. Because they're all like, no, original Fable, or Fable 2 was better. It's like, I like 3. 3's my favorite. It's the only one I finished, and I finished it multiple times. And if I finished a game more than once, because let me tell you, I never got any achievements on my second playthrough. I've never gotten all the achievements in that game. Mainly because there's a few online ones, and there's some that are rather annoying to get, because I think there's one like Henry VIII or something in that game where you have to like marry some amount of people and then like kill a certain amount of them afterwards. And now obviously you can just, you know, save the game, get the achievement, and then reload it. You know, either save it after you married everyone or save it before you marry everyone. You know, and then just reload after. I think you can do that. Although, come to think of it, I'm not sure Fable is one of those ones that just constantly auto-saves or not. Where the fuck am I going? Okay, I can go up there, which seems like it might be something. But I'm going to check this door first, then, because this just might be a treasure path. Yep. But it's just kind of annoying to get them all. Well, you know, to find the people who will actually marry you, and then to, I say that'll actually marry you. I'm just gonna slice through them if I don't. Although these probably would have been good ones to get my destruction magic on, because the ones that are wearing normal clothes tend to be seen, I guess, more as civilians, because they're a little bit weaker. But anyway. But yeah, you gotta do that, and then like you have to, I do believe, have them live in like different cities, I think, or something. Because if they live, like, you can't have them living in the same place. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember that it was annoying, and I just never bothered to do it. I think at one point I started to do it, like I ended up marrying, like, because I think it might be like 8 people that you have to marry or something. And I married like half the amount of people I needed, and I was just like, I don't care enough, because there was other achievements that I wasn't going to get, so it's like, I don't care enough to get this one. If I'm not, because there's a few games like that where it's like, here's an achievement, I could technically get it, but like Uncharted 4, right? Like I've never beaten that game on crushing. I haven't done the speed run in that game. It's a thing that I know I can do. I know that I could do both of those things. I have not, because there's multiplayer achievements that I know I can't get, and I literally mean can't, because the one is impossible. Now technically it's not necessary for the platinum, but I don't give a fuck about a platinum trophy if there's still going to be other trophies missing. So yeah, like I mean, yeah, and I think there might even be a few more, but I mean, those are the two that come to mind, the two big ones, because I know I'm missing a lot more achievements in Uncharted 4 than that, but obviously when I did Let's Plays in those. When I did those, obviously I got all the collectible achievements and everything, but I probably got combat achievements or stealth achievements or something as well. So I imagine those, but yeah, it was just one of those things where it's like, you know what, I know I can't get all of the trophies in that case. There aren't actual achievements in it. So like, I'm just not gonna put myself through any kind of hardship to get the other ones. Like, there's still a few games where it's like, even if I know I can't get all the achievements, I'll still work towards getting like all the ones that I can. But I mean, it's just, you know, like, I have to enjoy a game like an insane amount. And while I did enjoy Uncharted 4 quite a bit, it was a very good game. You know, just I mean, I enjoyed the Uncharted games enough that I started doing guides or collectible guides for them, but I got the entire first game done, and then I don't know if I even released them, but I know that I at least recorded some amount of Uncharted 2's collectibles. And then I don't even remember, then I just kind of stopped, because they were like, because collectible guides, I think I've talked about this before, guides like that, they take a lot of time. Like, the amount of time taken to the amount of content received is very slim. Because, like, you can record for literally hours to get, like, a 10-minute video. Like, I could record for an hour of Uncharted getting the collectibles in the first level, but that only amounts to, like, is there some way I could have fired that, maybe? But that only amounts to, like, maybe 5 minutes. Oops, I didn't want that either. Like, 5 minutes in the actual video. I think on my Patreon, I can't remember. I think one of the tiers that I have on there involves me making guides again, or starting to do guides again, but I don't remember. I mean, obviously, if I started making money off of my videos, then I could actually put a lot more effort into them. But as it currently stands, obviously that's not. It's very little benefit, because it's one of those things where it's like, but if you put more effort in, then maybe you'll get more viewers. It's like, true, but if I put more effort in and I don't get more viewers, and I mean, to be fair, more effort would just be like doing guides again, basically. Maybe doing a little bit more editing work, like putting in, like, when I start talking about an anime, maybe actually like putting something on the screen, so that you guys have more of a reference to it and whatnot. Also, though, I'll talk about this. Well, you know what? No, I don't know why I did that. That doesn't tell me how long I've been recording. Now I'll talk about that next part. So don't worry about it. I'll talk about that next part. I say don't worry about it. You don't know what I'm talking about, so how can you worry about it? But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I've been doing this for like a few years now, and never made a penny off of it. Reality and Other Falsehoods, which I do believe is an alteration one, which is one I do believe that I actually I've maxed that one out. So, Necklace of Revival, Eight Ring of Destruction, Staff of the Familiar, sure, all right. But yeah, it's a hobby. I enjoy doing it. I like making the videos. It gives me an excuse to play games like Skyrim that I've beaten forever. It keeps me focused on a game, you know, so that I actually make it to the end and I don't get distracted by something else. Like there's a few games that I've done videos in now that I never would have made it to the end of them. Like almost guaranteed I wouldn't have made it to the end of them. Not because they weren't good games, but just because I can almost guarantee like there was like a part probably where I would have like wanted to switch to play something else and just I wouldn't have came back to it, because I mean I've had quite a few games like that where it's like, ah, this game is great, I love it, and then like something else comes out, or I get the urge to play something else for a time, and then I just never come back to it because it's like, oh, I've already been going for, because it's like, oh, I played this game for like 20 hours already, but I don't remember anything that happened, but I don't really want to restart. Or it's like I remember a little bit of what happened, like enough of what happened that I don't want to restart, but not enough that I can just continue from where I was. Yeah. But my videos help me stop that.
Well done, mortal. All things are in their order, and Orchendor roams the pits. His betrayal will be punished, and your obedience is rewarded.
What will become of the afflicted?
Did you leave any alive? The afflicted are mere vessels for my blessing. It will spread to others through their touch and my own.
Yeah, I didn't really leave any alive, so...
Another overseer will replace Orchendor when the time comes. For now, all is cleansed and ordered.
So what happens now?
Go, seek your fate. I will be watching. And perhaps we will meet again afterwards.
Very well, goodbye.
Embrace order and hard truth, mortal. Goodbye.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
Yes? Until next time.
Well, let's see, is it still theft? Yep, sure is. Alright, well... The fact that I haven't read the buying game yet is a little... I imagine that that's probably a speech skill book. Right? I guess I can just do this, right? It wouldn't be the first stolen book that I have on my shelf. Really? Who is spotting me right now? Oh, it's my fucking horse, isn't it? Well, let's just do a quick save and find out, shall we? Ooh. I know my speech isn't... Hang on. I need to look this up now because I know my speech isn't maxed out, and if this is a speech skill book, then I've obviously already got it. Here we go. Shrine of Periite, notable items. Yeah, it is a speech skill book, which means I must already have it because my speech did not go up. And if we go and look, yeah, my alteration is maxed out. Speech, no, that's sneak. Yeah, my speech is only at 78. Okay, but now that we've done that, we got Spellbreaker, which I will show you once we fast travel here, so that we can put it in its place. I think Spellbreaker is one of the things I can put up at my villa too. I think that all the danger artifacts maybe. Where we go over here, there should be a spot for the Ebony Blade somewhere. While in drug, there it is. So there's the Ebony Blade. Spellbreaker, here it is. So while blocking, creates a ward that protects against spells for up to 50 points. So yeah, it's honestly it's actually a pretty good shield because, like you said, when you block, it can it'll also put up your ward spell. So, and it's better than a ward spell because it'll block physical attacks as well. So that one, I think, I'm not sure if that one actually goes here or not. Fallen Drone, Blade of Sacrifice, Maroon's Razor. How's their Spellbreaker? Boop. Nice.
My blood's calm.
Alright, so that's 2 more Daedric quests done and done. Like I said, maybe at some point we'll power up the Ebony Blade, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday when I guess we'll start going through the Reach.